Okay, so we're going to go over the bronch cart. First thing is the cart is plugged in, and that shows with the orange button there. That's telling you that it's on standby, but it's plugged in. So we're going to hit the power. That turns on the printer. This is an older printer that we're going to be using with this cart until we get EndoWorks, and when we get EndoWorks in, that'll take over the printer. And it's another computer, but we'll go over that at a later time. We also have the newer scope here, and we'll go over that in a second as well. We're going to go over just the main functions of the buttons. So we're going to go down here to your light source and your scope. Turn those on. There's a lot of buttons here, most of which you will not use. We're just going to go over the ones that we use. And the first one I'm going to show you down here, it's a lamp standby button. So that turns on your light source. We're going to go ahead and turn that on. And you can see up here it's turned on your light source. Okay. And then after you turn this on, you can do your white balance, which is your cup. You have a cup right here. It's a white cup. Okay, so I'm going to put that back in its place. And what you do is you put your light source in there. And then you're going to hold the button down that says white balance. So let's go back to that button that says white balance. And I'm going to hold this down. And it's going to display on your screen, it's going to say white balance is complete as you hold it down. And that's what it looks like. White balance complete. Now keep it there for a second. I'm going to show you what it looks like when you don't do it right. If you hold the button down but you don't hold it down completely, it's going to say white balance failed. Okay, so we'll do it one more time. We're going to hold the button down. It probably takes about 3 seconds. 1, 1000, 2, 1000, 3, 1000. White balance complete. So that's done. Okay. You have a lot of settings here for your brightness and color, but really per manufacturer's guidelines, we want to keep it where it's at, which is auto, and it's right in the center. And that's the best color, best lighting source that you should have. Any brighter than this, and you're going to get too much brightness in the airways. It's going to mess up your visualization. Not enough light, of course, it's just going to be dark. So this is where we want to keep it. And then I wanted to show you over here, this attachment is the attachment that you're going to use for our older scopes because they still have that side port coming off the side. But this new scope, the Evis Exera 3, you don't have to have the adapter. So you just plug and play with that one. And then I'll go over the scope with you real quick. The new Evis Exera 3. It's high definition, the picture. And one of the main things with this scope in particular is it's adjustable up here, so you can actually turn it. So when you have your physicians that have to kind of contort their hands to get in certain angles, they don't have to do that. They can actually turn this knob. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. I'm going to go ahead and angulate this up, and instead of having to turn my whole hand or the physician, they can just turn the scope at the bottom like that. Okay, and they can do the same on the other side. Another feature they added was this little, it's a sizing, 2.8 millimeter. That's the size of the biopsy port there. So if you're using biopsy forceps or brushings or anything like that, knowing the size of the biopsy port is important, because if you're going to use those, you want to make sure that they'll fit in that area. And that's pretty much it. Okay. Any questions?
Thank you.
No, thank you. Thank you.